Hello students, so let's continue with our chapter, that is chapter number 8, Rural Livelihoods. As discussed earlier, that in this chapter we are going to understand how the farmers earn. Do they have their own lands? No. The poor farmers, they don't have their own lands, or even if they have their own lands, it's very small part of land which they own. They usually work with the money lenders who have huge farmlands. So the work over here of the people who live in the rural areas is the most important. People here do many kinds of work, as in the other villages here too there, especially migrating kind of thing. Non-farm work such as making baskets, utensils, pots, bricks, bullock carts, etc. are such a kind of the works which help them to earn little bit, but their main occupation is what? Farming. The village is surrounded by low hills or a huge flat plateau lands. Paddy is the main crop that is grown in irrigated lands. Most of families earn a living through agriculture. There is a place known as Kalpattu, village Kalpattu. This is a place which is situated in Tamil Nadu. So, farmers who work on the land of the money lenders, they have been paid a very less amount, and most of the amount is been taken from the money lenders. There are some coconut groves around, cotton, sugarcane, and plenty of small orchards grown, and there are mango orchards as well. So these farmers who are working under the money lenders, they work and get the money, and when there is a less time, especially during the month of June till December, the process goes on. So the process is like, in June they prepare saplings, then in August transplanting is going on, then in between September to October the weeding process is going on, and from November till December they have harvesting period. There are different kinds of farming as well: pastoral, arable, extensive farming, intensive farming, substensive farming, and commercial farming. These two are specially for grazing. This is a very common farming, as well as this too is very common farming. But nowadays commercial farming is on a big process. Every one of us knows why. Because of the technology which is helping the farmers to earn in a better way. Yes, there are governments who are helping them to buy these products so that they can do their farming more easily. But during earlier times, how the farmers used to earn from the less amount, this less amount the land is, and on top of it, if by chance they have very less earnings as well, and if by chance there is a person in the family member who falls ill, at that time they need to ask money from the money lenders, and to pay off that debts, it's a big hazard for them. Most of the times they need to sell their cattle, and so if a farmer having only 2 cattle, and if one of the cattle is being sold out, then how they are going to work, and what are they going to earn, and how the family is going to run. But nowadays government is helping them in many different ways. This is also one type of farming called as terrace farming. It looks very smooth, but over here the farming is being carried out. Especially you can see this part in Assam, Darjeeling side, where tea plantations are there. And what is the life of the other people? Means the husband and wife both work in the farms. But what rest they do? They, especially the ladies, they collect this woods for fire, and from they need to work a mile to collect this firewood. Many a times this huts are also been prepared. See the huts they have prepared. This is how they don't have any kind of builders over there. The life over village is like this. They themselves only are the sculpture, they themselves are only the plumbing thing, and everything is done by themselves only. They don't have people like us, special people. Something is happened at our place, the way we call. If the pipe is broken, we call a plumber. If we need some electrician, some electric problem or socket is there, we need to call an electrician. But here they have fresh and natural air, very less electricity has been given to them, and they themselves they are built houses. See here, this is the water, right? The hand pump, they fetch the water, they drew the water from the wells, and nowadays they do have a hand pump which is not right next to their door. It is way far, at least for 1 or 2 kilometers they need to travel and collect the water and bring it to their home. So the life in rural areas is not that easy. Now the other occupation, that is fishing. Fishing is also an occupation which helps many people, especially the people living in the coastal area. Different ways of fishing are there. So long lining is the method. You can easily understand from the picture that what is the different ways: drift net, purse and trawler. Along with this, there is dynamite fishing also, in which there's a bomb which has been clapped, and when it blasts, along with it there are many fishes on the net who comes up. See, these people who has the facilities, but the people who are living here in the coastal areas also face many difficulties, such as buying these materials to catch the fish is not an easy task. So for that also our government is helping them. But again the same thing happens. These poor people, they work damn hard to gather the fishes, but with the equipments which they are not having, for that they need to borrow money from the government or from the money lenders. At least now the government is ready to pay something, but earlier times they were helpless. They were only supposed to take money from the money lenders, and for paying that again they are in a big debt. So hope you understood that India has rural areas who the villagers have been living there. They are happy over there, but their life is very difficult. I hope now from this thing you at least have understood that whatever we have is much better than they are facing. Thank you.